Hello, hello. I am Antoinette with Flow Through Life. Thank you for being here. Today I have readings for Virgo. So if you are the zodiac sign Virgo or any of your placements fall into Virgo, this message is you. Find joy in the ordinary. Oh, what a beautiful start. Find joy in the ordinary. Literally every single day can bring us joy, happiness. It's just about what are we willing to see? Which lens are we willing to look at, right? You can look at, just like the message I had gotten earlier for myself, how many times are we going to look at the glass half empty when we're able to look at it half full? I celebrate all the greatness in my life. Again, seeing the small things. You know, instead of I have to do this, maybe you need a little change of perspective, or maybe you could use a little change of perspective, right? I have to do these things. Oh, I have to do this. What about I get to? What would you do if those people were not in your life anymore that you had to do all this stuff for, that felt like such a burden? What would you do then? Something to consider, and to really come back to celebrating every single little part. All right, here we go. Lynx, keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Look at that gorgeous lynx. Oh my goodness. So beautiful, wise, a keeper of secrets. So you've either been entrusted to keep a secret, or you're going to, okay? And remember that when you're holding space for someone, when you're holding a secret for someone, you do not have to hold that within your own energy field. You can imagine it as a balloon, and you can hold the balloon, you can tie the balloon off, and you can go over this way, that way, and the other, right? You can walk around with it, but it doesn't have to be yours. Yeah, and when you take time out from the world, like the card says, to be the observer, it allows you to see from different perspectives. You're being called to look at stuff much differently than the typical straight edge, straight line. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So go ahead and take a look at this mandala for this one. All of these mandalas are super activating on this deck. This is the Soul's Journey deck. It seems like right now you're being asked to really have discipline with the way that you treat yourself, and that is going to expand outwards with the way that others treat you, with what you can accomplish. Meadow, vulnerability. It's time for you to be vulnerable. Take time out in nature. Allow those shadow aspects to be seen. Allow the light to shine on them. And all that's requiring of you is a little bit of vulnerability. It's okay to be vulnerable. You know, most of us were brought up in these ancestral ways of being, where emotions were disregarded. Emotions were seen as a bad thing. Anything outside of being a good girl or a good boy or a good child was seen as bad, right? If you didn't listen, if you don't do this, you're bad. You're not listening. Why are you making up excuses? The younger generation is not going to take that shit. I have literally been questioned by my child. What do you mean I'm making excuses? I'm just answering the question. And truly, that is what it comes down to. It's not about making up excuses. It's about living in vulnerability. It's about allowing ourselves to find the joy. It's about the discipline of pulling ourselves back from the things that are not good for us and allowing ourselves to go forth with the things that are. Storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. So even though she's amongst the storm, she's still got her crown on. She still knows her worth. The storms don't last forever. Just like any energy, it ebbs and it flows and it comes and it goes. So let the storms that come in wash away all of this shadow self and allow the light to shine into these shadows. Be vulnerable. Celebrate every single piece of greatness in your life. Again, right? Finding joy in the ordinary. Offerings. Go into nature. Give nature something and nature will give you something back. Look at the back of these cards together too. Without the ring light, please. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Just breathe in that as above, so below. You are everything that you need, regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of external clutter, external fog. None of that truly, truly matters. Gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. That other card was a 44. This one's a 36. So this is a mermaid energy card. You can see her shells and her collection of drying some kind of flowers. And she's finally realizing that through being vulnerable and disciplined in her actions and her heart, in finding the joy, seeing the greatness in life, trusting the secrets that you're being given, standing in your power, using the wisdom to fix your own cup. And then you get to decide how vulnerable you want to be. The bottom on this, in silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So have discipline, okay? As hard as it can be for us to sit in silence, it's so necessary. So let's reset your system. Let's Control Alt Delete you. And we're not going to delete you, but we're going to Control Alt Delete. All right, here we go. So we have a little light language healing as well as a small meditative moment. So go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to release anything that you have picked up along the way, anything that is no longer yours. Thank you so much, Virgo, for being here. I appreciate you. And okay, here we go. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, release. I release everything that is no longer in my vibration. Rewind. I release everything that is no longer in alignment with my vibration for my highest good. You can repeat that phrase as many times as you need to throughout the day, every day. I'll repeat it again. I release everything that is no longer in alignment with my vibration for my highest good. If you feel like saying that now. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. If you feel called to like, subscribe, or follow, I would so appreciate that. I am Flow with Antoinette on Instagram and TikTok, and Flow Through Life with Antoinette on YouTube, as well as Facebook and Flow Through Life Facebook group. I do have an online boutique with metaphysical goodies and crystals if you feel like shopping, and if you'd like to book a personal reading, I do personal readings as well. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.